And back here on a Wednesday morning, County Commission Chairman Stanley Menefee. 2 months tomorrow, Stanley, and you won by a large margin over former Commission Chairman David Zarbert.
That was a big honor. That was a big honor to me.
And thank you coming up here that night too, as we did that election night coverage. A lot of people were kind of stunned about a lot of results, not only yours but others. I mean, I was talking to old buddy Brian Moore this week, and we're going to be shooting down at Martin and Colby, and he said he knew all along you was going to win.
Huh. Well, he didn't tell me that.
he didn't mention that. He didn't mention that, did you?
It's,
hey, first and foremost, there's been a rumor circulating that your intention is to tear down the courthouse, move the courthouse, or have you heard that?
Yeah, I hear it. I mean, it's just rumors, I guess. I don't know, but those things float around, But
so
that's not true. That is not true.
What's the deal with the courthouse?
Well, the courthouse, I don't know if you realize it or not, but Limestone County is growing, and we have 4 judges there. We need courtrooms. We're fixing to start the renovation again in a different manner to renovate the courthouse. We need the courthouse in operation. It needs to be in operation. It doesn't need to be sitting idle for so long, because I know there's a lot of cases that needs to be tried, and they need to be treated fairly too up there. The courts, my thinking on the courts and the courthouse, first off, you can't tear the courthouse down because it's a national historic building.
But that was never your thought.
It's the prettiest building, courthouse. I've visited every courthouse nearly in the state in the last 6 or 8 years. And it's a beautiful building. You can't do that. What you would have to do, probably down the road, and I keep thinking this is, if our population continues to grow as it has, we gotta move. The courts probably will have more judges, because the courthouse right now is full.
What about District Attorney Gricheval's current district attorney, Brian Jones, takes over in January? What about his office? Will he stay there?
He'll stay there. That's been restored.
Okay.
That's nice down there.
So the first
Charles Page's,
right. Same.
Probably, I think, if you move the courts to another location, which that's just something you do.
Now, what time frame are you looking at in possibly? Because that's your call, right?
Yeah, well, I've talked with the judges. We've met with them and talked with them too in planning. I think you got to plan moves. You got to spend time in that. You got to plan where you're going to be 10 years from now, maybe longer. I'm going to say in the next 10 to 12 or 15 years, the courthouse will have more judges, and there's nowhere to go in there. So
yeah,
I think then you will have to plan, and then you come back to the point of where you open all the doors back up again. Like, everybody complains about closing all the doors of the courthouse. You have to have the securities in the courts.
Right. Well, when can we use the steps?
You can climb up the steps anytime. You just can't get in the door.
So you can climb up them.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are good looking. All right, enough about the courthouse. Let's talk about what we're talking about today. Holly's article out of Decatur Today. Water board fuss heats up. Supposedly, Gary Daly wanting the other guy to resign. His term is up in a couple of months. What is your involvement in this, and what do you know about this controversy?
Actually, all the responsibilities, I think, of the commission are the appointment of the water board members. The water board members are appointed by the Limestone County Commission. Normally, pretty much each commissioner appoints one member, and the chairman appoints the at-large member on there normally. So that's where that goes. Beyond that, we don't have any jurisdiction over the water authority.
All right.
So
All right, let's move on to
out.
the other thing that you've got to contend with coming up Monday during the next county commission meeting. There's a letter and editor by Glenn Hall. He represents the event centers of Limestone County, which, reading this, there's 4 or 5 of them. Some of them I've never heard of. They're talking about the new Limestone County event center that you inherited. What are you going to do about this problem? And what's their complaint?
Well, we've worked on that some. I'll be honest, I don't think Limestone County Commission ought to be in competition with private enterprise. I just really don't feel that way. I think we're here to promote business, not
Right.
get there. But it is a fact we have an event center.
A very large event center.
It's a large event center, and thank you. That's a point I
You're
want to
not
bring
in
up.
competition, but yet you have a place where large events can take place.
The event center, to me, should probably be used for large events. I think, just thinking, we're going to have to push to have large events. The hospital, I know the gala,
Right, coming out.
that, and
My understanding, they got
graduation from the
several big
college.
things,
Those are
right?
events that, yeah, that's good.
Is that enough to pay the utility bill there?
No, well, no, it won't be. We need one every week at least, or maybe two.
Now, have people really thought about the extent of what it costs to operate that facility, especially in cold weather?
I don't think so. Even in hot weather, the utility bill is rather high on that. That's the point I kept saying. You know, we had the event center, but we're not talking about cost of operations. Any kind of business, cost of operation costs. Utility bill is very high. It's averaging about $5,600 a month right now.
That's similar to mine.
No, it's not.
That's rather expensive.
Yeah,
It's
but that
hard
comes,
to-
where does that money come from?
Comes out of general funds.
Now, the commission's general fund.
Right.
So what is the best option with Valley Events? And of course, our friends Laurie and Joe Cannon on that. You've got Glenn Hall, and then you've
I
got
didn't realize there were so many
And you've got
event
some
centers.
others down here. Laurie McGuire's place. I've never heard of this Johnny's place on Lucas Ferry Road. But now, what can you do to help these people?
Well, one of the things I think we got to think about is, and we've talked some on it, I think it costs a lot of money to open up the event center. The event center is not built or constructed to where you can break it down in sections or anything like that to have small events. It's hard to me thinking to open the doors for a small event
Right.
and charge $200, whatever that is. You just can't open the doors of the event center for that. It's got to be more.
Maybe you can
So
move
when
City
we
Hall in there.
when we do that, we're going to have to charge more, I think, and I think that will take us out of competition with the other event centers. That's my thinking. That's not a fact that we've taken and acted on.
What other problems have you inherited, maybe you didn't foresee being elected county commission chairman?
Well, my first option has always been jobs. I'm job oriented. I like that. We are there. We're going to a meeting this week, Friday, I believe, morning on BRAC. And I hope that comes down. I hope that's going to generate, excuse me, some jobs there. But still, we need. We'd like to have some.
And you'll also be available Thursday night for the lighting of the tree and everything downtown, starting around 4 o'clock. I think Clements Baptist is going to be doing all that, but Tim's going to be there.
They're going to be the Clemens choir, I believe, or carolers from Clemens Baptist Church are going to be there, and then we're going to light the tree at 5 and all the lights officially around the courthouse. Commission bid that out, and they've had till tomorrow afternoon, I think, at
Get everything
5
ready.
o'clock.
And
It
then
better
you'll be in the
lit.
parade starting at 6 o'clock.
It's going to be at 6 o'clock.
All right, Stanley, look forward to having you up on a regular basis here to inform everybody what's happening, and hope maybe
Squash rumors.
Yeah, start videotaping some of those commission meetings too. Well, continued good luck, 1 month, and congratulations. We look forward to working with you on anything else.
It's really been good.
Yeah, I know it has.
We get paid to solve problems.
All right, we'll take a break on a Wednesday morning. Come back with Johnny Lee Dees in just a moment here at Cross Point Church. Y'all hang on.